Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. And let's get right into it here. So, the markets, wow, what a day today after in the after hours. Meta getting absolutely hammered down 15%. We could see that the NASDAQ dropped significantly on that news. So, it looks like it's going for another dip lower. If we could make a lower low and possibly retest the previous all-time highs here, right around 16,775 and form some bullish divergence will be good for actually a nice little long position. But until then, I don't really see any trade setups. We had a nice green dot printing the other day on the S&P, which was followed by a nice relief rally, but that could be already coming to an end here. As you can see, the market is already starting to rotate, and we could be getting ready for some more downside. So at the moment, we have changed or shift in terms of investments inside the Discord. We have rotated to some China stocks, and right now, I believe, let's just take a look at the HSI. It's actually up, surprisingly, once again, on another day. It actually opened a little bit lower, but it's currently starting to push up into the 200-day moving average. I believe that's going to be a little bit of resistance here, but overall, the Hang Seng Index is rallying quite nicely. I'll actually get you guys some how do I say? I'll get you guys some charts here on Elliott wave counts for the Hang Seng, but overall, very bullish on the Hang Seng. I think there's a lot of upside potential. It's been in the toilet for a very long time here. I think it's forming a base, and we should be ready to rally out of here. So, anyways, let's continue, and we'll finish our analysis on the SPY. So, if the SPY does go a little bit lower, I wouldn't be too surprised. There might be a little bit more pain in this market before we really find a true bottom. I know there's a lot of talk about the top is in, right? Which is possible, right? I've put the B wave here to appease the people who are screaming that the top is in, and it could be, right? But I'll still be tracking a potential reversal for more upside in the market because we need to be open, right? We need to be open to possibilities. You can't stay entrenched on a trade idea or a trade or just like in general about one direction of the market, right? You can't keep crying that the markets are going up and screaming that the markets should crash, but won't crash, but just keep pushing higher, right? So that's basically my 2 cents. Don't get too fixated on one single idea. But overall, let's continue here. I'll take a look at you guys. I'll actually give you guys some targets of where I think the markets could be headed. So pretty simple. Previous all-time highs, obviously the stock market, if we do go that low, that would be another 4.95% lower. That would be totaling a 8 to almost 10% drop, 8.5% of a retrace. I think that would start to become a problem for the market, and the rally from there could be a very, very big short opportunity if we don't take the previous all-time highs. But I do like the idea of the top being in. It's coming. It could be coming in a little bit earlier. I was factoring in coming in a little bit later with the final rally towards the upside. And again, I agree. People are saying a move like this would be delusional, stupid. I agree. And yes, that's what I'm looking for. A delusional rally of people FOMOing in with possible rate cuts and all that stuff. You can see right now our yields are trying to push higher. I think we need one more high. I think we need one more high in the fifth wave. Same thing for the dollar. I think the dollar needs to find support here, which it is, and it needs to reverse a little bit higher, hit the sell area, and at that point, we may find a possible top and then a big reversal in the dollar, which will help equities. But until then, the market could continue to drop right now, but I think the market can continue to push higher if we get this scenario playing out. All right, let's continue on. Let me take a look at a few other things here. So we covered market cipher, green dot. Let's take a look at wave edge, right? Wave edge has actually printed a green cross today, surprisingly, right? Green crosses can appear near these big retraces. They could be a buy to dip opportunity. Could also signal that buyers are trying to step in here. We saw this back in July, where the price was falling, green crosses came, nice rally, right? Prices fall, green cross, nice little relief rally, and then prices fall, Final green cross came in, and then a mega rally towards the upside. This was followed with a weekly green cross here, signaling that the lows were in, and then a huge, massive rally. Now we got a couple red crosses here, signaling that the high could be in on the weekly. And if those who took those signals, you would have maybe shifted out of certain equities or whatever, shifted your long and short positions, and maybe got ready for a drop. And what a drop we've had so far. But overall, I think until we get a significant break of certain levels, I'm not ready to call the top in just yet. But we are seeing signs of a significant top being put in place. Precious metals performing extremely well. Commodities going very, very up significantly as well. Not just precious metals, right? We're seeing, like, what is it? Is cocoa? Is cocoa still mooning? Cocoa futures. I forget what the ticker is for the cocoa futures, but this thing's just going vertical, right? And then you have other things. I believe, is it palladium? Palladium is going up significantly. No, it's not palladium. It's another one. Is it platinum? It's not platinum either. Which one is it? All right. Anyways, I'm not gonna get too fixated on which commodity is going up exactly, but you guys kind of get the. Oh, I don't think it was. It's copper. Sorry, it's copper. It's starting to rally as well. But yeah, those are all things that you see near a market top as well. But let's dive into some individual names here. Let's take a look at Apple, AAPL. All right, just give me one moment. All right, so Apple, 169 right now, getting a nice little bounce from this larger term buy area. I think the Apple could go much lower. But let's take a look at Meta, right? Because Meta is down like 15% in the after hours. Let me just double check this. Meta stock. Let's take a look and see, because I can't see the after hours after the market's closed anymore. So right now, yeah, it's down 15% in after hours. So to me, this looks like this C leg is gonna play out. 15% would bring us to around 415 from the previous close here. I had it marked as an ABC being formed. So could the top be in for Meta? Maybe the top is in, right, for Meta after this big rally. I'll give you guys a target and see where that's going to bring us. Let's see where this is going to bring us tomorrow morning at the open. Is it going to be in a buy area? Is it going to be a buy to dip moment? All right, 415. Yeah, this is going, if this is an ABC, which I don't really like the structure of it so far, but it could be, you're going way below it, right? 415 is all the way down here, right? And your buy area is between 454 to 418. I don't see any trade set up here. This could start to impulse down and may have marked the top for Meta. You also have a very large gap fill to be filled down here, all the way down to 398, 395. But overall, I'm not long this name, so I can't really give you guys advice. Whoever is invested in this, and you might have to be holding this for quite a long period of time, unless the market continues to push higher. And then maybe you'll get bailed out and you'll get an opportunity to get out. Tesla gapping up today, up 12%. This looks like maybe we are marking the possible, signal of a long-term low being formed, but we'll know more with a retrace and a confirmation of this previous support being held. And then if we rally from there, then that's a trade that I would like to take. But trust me, Tesla will most likely retrace, fill this gap, and then continue to push higher. Some saying we're never going to see these prices ever again. I mean, they were probably saying this up here and stuff like that. So I don't make too much out of it. Just be patient. If the trade setup comes, it comes, and then you can take it. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and then you move on. Let's take a look here at ROKU. So ROKU holding up well today, given all things considered. It was up about just 15 basis points. It's back into the buy area. This could have just been a small wick, right? And then maybe it's just stopped us out. But I got back into the trade, so I'm ready to. I'm hoping this rallies, this rally takes us all the way back up. We have earnings tomorrow, so this could be a wild card. So if you guys aren't comfortable holding this position, I understand. You probably just get out and just play it safe, and then you could re-enter back after earnings. But who knows? Maybe it doesn't go down after earnings. Maybe it gaps up 30%. It's done that in the past. Bad earnings, good guidance, and then boom, it just This was, I believe this was a 91% rally. So pretty significant. So I'm ready for that there. Let's take a look at something else. Let me check something else. Let's take a look at the crypto miners, because Bitcoin is getting a little bit of downside right now. It's back down to 64,200. It could be getting ready to start to break down, in my opinion. When I take a look at Market Cipher, let me just double check Market Cipher here on the shorter term time frames. On the daily, you have a blood diamond printing. That's starting to look quite bearish. 4 hour, it's flat to neutral. Take a look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour was actually looking a little bit bearish. I think it just took a quick dip down. Or the 24-minute, yeah, you're starting to see a lot of bearish signs here for Bitcoin. So I wouldn't be too interested in getting into a long at these levels. If we dip down maybe lower, I'd be interested, but until then, I'm not getting into any positions. All right, let me continue here. I'll give you guys some more analysis and updates on some other names that you guys like. Let's take a look at the TLT. So TLT and yields, we have made, I believe, a lower low today. We may have marked the bottom in yields after today's candle, but we'll know more. We will know more once we see a strong reversal and an impulse out. Until then, the fifth wave can continue to extend, but you are in the buy area here, and I really like TLT at these levels. Let me check TLT on Market Cipher. We'll take a look at TLT on Wave Edge. So Wave Edge daily, just a green cross. Let's take a look at the weekly. Any larger time frames, any signal of significant buying? Not really. I mean, you got some right here on the way down, and you got significant selling at the highs. 4 hour, you're seeing significant buying. So this is something I like to see. A good sign that a possible low might being put in. You could see it right here. We had some significant buying. Big rally came afterwards. Same thing at the lows here. Now we're getting to a little bit of a cluster here. So this is something I really like to see. That's a good sign. And then we'll take a look at TLT on Market Cipher. Let's take a look at TLT on Market Cipher. Let's see here. TLT on the daily time frame. So TLT actually continuing to move down here on the dual band strength index. Not a good, not a bullish side at all, right? You want to see sort of a green dot bottom. You got that already, but now the price is starting to reverse. But like I said, this could be just a fifth wave down, and it's just kind of like a fake out. 4 hour showing green money, or sorry, red money flow. It's kind of like curling back up here, but it's kind of flat right now. So actually go on the smaller time frames. Okay, there we go. So 1 hour isn't too bad. It's diminishing green red money flow, and now you have a green dot printing. So I actually like this long. If you're getting long at TLT at 88.38 cents, it's a nice little position to get into there. All right, let me cover a few more things. Let me just take a look at. Let's see. Let's take a look at some crypto miners, right? So I always cover the crypto miners. So yeah, they're kind of starting to stall out here. The low might not be in, guys. You know, the low, maybe it'll extend lower. If Bitcoin starts to break down from these levels, Mara and a lot of these miners could continue lower. But I did like Hut Mining at $7. Big retrace today, but we'll know more tomorrow. This is a very high risk, high reward type of trade and type of name. So it's really up to you how much you really want to put in. But the reward is very significant if Bitcoin finds its footing and continues to push higher. If not, you know, it's going to break down and it's going to go much lower. So we'll see. Anyways, let me cover a few more names. I'll just cover, I think I covered a lot of things already. I'll cover one more. And I think it's SMCI. We'll cover SMCI. There's someone in the Discord that loves SMCI, or shorting SMCI at least. I think his puts went up significantly after this drop here. So looks like you're getting a retrace in wave 4, right? Bit of a B wave, and I think that you might continue the fifth wave extension lower to go deeper into the buy area, maybe 520, right? Maybe it'll find support a little bit lower, all the way down to the bottom of the range at 487. So we'll know more once this plays out. But it could actually be a nice little buy here. Once it gets down to the bottom of the range, oversold conditions, I actually may take it as a long position. But again, when the semis are strong, there's nothing wrong. But when the semis fail, you better bail. Right now, the semis are starting to fail. So it is not a good time to be in the semis right now. And I stopped out of one of my trades that was in the semis as well. Let me take a look at the dollar here. So we'll cover the dollar. So I think I already covered the dollar in the early half of the video. But overall, I think we need one more wave up. I think we've put in a low already in wave 4. ABC correction. It's met the minimal requirements for the C leg, and it hit the buy area to the T. So it should start to move back up here into the longer term sell area. I think this is where there's going to be big resistance for the dollar, and then we'll see a big reversal of the DXY, which should help stocks and equities. Stocks, equities, commodities, the whole bunch, even cryptocurrencies. Maybe they'll get a big bid. All right. All right. That's it. I think that's it for tonight, guys. I don't really have much to add. You know, it's earnings season. Let's see who else we got on the roster here. I'll actually pull up my Discord. I'll show you guys who we got going. Who else we got for earnings? So we got let's see, we got Tesla on Tuesday already. Meta. So tomorrow we got Microsoft, Google, Intel, Snapchat, and Roku at the close. We obviously have a position in Roku, so we'll see how that one plays out. Agnico Eagle. Some of these gold miners are gonna be reporting a Newmont mining as well. So if they dip, I'm gonna be buying the dip on them. And then we have ExxonMobil, Chevron on Friday. So oil companies reporting as well. And then Royal Caribbean, American Airlines, Caterpillar. So yeah, still some big companies to report, and I think there's still some more next week. So it's earnings season. So if we're able to get through it relatively unscathed, then the market should be okay. But if earnings continue to disappoint, like Meta, there will be significant more downside in the markets. All right. Anyways, have a wonderful evening, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.